All right, well, 12:13 our time now. This lunch hour, still have those ominous skies out there. Some sunshine trying to peek through here, but really just looking at mostly cloudy conditions here. Some storms off to the north of us here in town. City hasn't had much rain since overnight, but north of the lake, some of you, 1-2 inches of rain has already fallen. It's up to 90 degrees now in town. The dew point down a little bit to 74. Still feels like 99 degrees outside right now. North of the lake where it's raining, look at that mid-70s, 75 in Slidell, 76 in Bogalusa. Hammond, you're at 77, but south of the lake where we haven't seen rain, mid and upper 80s all the way to 90 degrees. And it even feels like 101 in Belle Chase, 100 in Baton Rouge right now, and 102 down in Port Fourchon. Now, I feel like temperature's not going to be an issue once the rain starts falling on the south shore, as we'll fall down to the lower 90s and then 80s the rest of the day. But basically, more of those scattered storms out there today. Heavy rain totals could be around 1 to 2 inches in a few places. Already seeing some of that north of the lake, and temperatures only going to be in the 80s to right around that 90-degree mark for the day today. Our chance of rain really starts to increase after the 1 o'clock hour now for the south shore. North shore already starting to get some of those storms there. 80% by 3 o'clock, and then gradually decreases as we get to dinner time for tonight. Live look at the radar. You can see here we do have a big thunderstorm area right south of Baton Rouge. Some scattered showers and storms north of the lake and over the lake, and then heavier rain as you go farther off to the east of us, heading toward Mobile, Alabama. Right now, north of the lake, you had those severe storms earlier for parts of the Covington back to Madisonville area and back in about Robert and Tangipahoa Parish. Those have weakened, and you can see not much really to them anymore with some rain near Slidell. Mandeville, Madisonville area, some showers going toward Lacombe over top of the causeway. The showers, if you're traveling there, you run into a little rain. Rain coming out of Slidell and Pearl River, heading over toward Pearlington and Bay St. Louis. Back in the Gulfport, a little bit of some more rain coming on in after you guys have gotten pretty good downpour earlier in the day. City's still looking pretty dry this lunch hour. A few sprinkles out there, but you can see some of those storms west of us over Plaquemine, heading to Donaldsonville, Gonzales area, and back toward Thibodaux. All of this is basically heading down I-10 and working its way closer to the metro area. All part of this little upper level feature kind of working its way through just to our north here. Back edge of it, you can see nice weather with some sunshine, but we do have that kind of messy weather over top of us. A lot of deep tropical moisture still remains over top of the area, so any rain that falls has the potential to come down very, very hard. Now, granted, everything is moving, but if it starts kind of training or back building a little bit, that's when we could possibly deal with some street flooding issues, something we'll have to watch out for the next couple of hours. So deep moisture remains in place, but look at this. Low humidity. Is it going to make it down here? It looks like it will as we head into Thursday. That's an actual cold front coming on in. That'll clear that out temporarily, but help to make some decent weather toward the end of the week. But before that happens, this is just through tomorrow morning. We could pick up 1 to 2 inches, as mentioned, of rain across the south shore to the north shore on top of what you picked up already today. So there is a slight risk for excessive rainfall north of the lake, marginal risk south of the lake for the day today. So again, street flooding is possible if we get those storms kind of building over the same area. Now you'll see here by 1 o'clock, there's some of the storms to the north. New storms coming on in, this time into the city here as we get to about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Hopefully stay away from when the Little League team comes in at 4 o'clock there at the Shrine and Airline. We still have to deal with some few storms by 7 o'clock this evening. They do clear out by 10 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow morning starting off fairly quiet, and then with the heating of the day, watching these storms coming in from the north. It's a big thunderstorm complex developing over the Plain States, racing southward. We'll get some of these storms from 3 o'clock on into about, say, 6 o'clock in the evening, and then they're out of here as we head into Wednesday before that front moves on in. Quick look at the tropics. We're still watching Invest 98 here, expected to develop 80% chance there, and of course we're tracking Dorian down to the south. Winds are at 60, moving west-northwest at 14. Forecast to become a hurricane as we head into Tuesday, tomorrow, over top of Hispaniola, then to the Bahamas. Now is a tropical storm, not weakening as much, and what could be a potential landfall in Florida as we get to next weekend, Labor Day weekend. So that would not be good for them, but looks like at this point it would stay away from us, which is some great news for us. Also watching Invest 98 out here in the Atlantic. And yes, today is the anniversary of Andrew making landfall. It was the 24th of August, made landfall here as a Category 5 in Miami, and as a Category 3 for us 27 years ago today. Of course, many of you probably remember that one back in 1992. So for today, 91 degrees, no hurricane, but could deal some downpours. Fewer storms Tuesday, Wednesday. Here comes the front. Less humid on Thursday and Friday, but the humidity does come back for Labor Day weekend.